money. Management companies don't give a damn. I love buying buildings from management companies. You know why? They piss away the owner's money. It ain't theirs. They get their goddamn fee off the gross rents collected, and they piss the owner's money away. We walk into projects all the time. They got 3, 4 people sitting in a fucking office. We only need 1.5, one in a part-timer or 2 people. It's bullshit. They got to come in there, and when you can recognize that they're overspending, that's where you're going to make your money. Okay? Payroll's a big one. Marketing? Oh my God. He showed me buildings that we want to buy. They're fucking marketing plans all over the fucking place. They're spending money on this, spending money on that. I want to know, whatever marketing dollars we're spending, what are we getting back for those marketing dollars? Where are our people coming from? What marketing techniques are working? Why are you spending all this money on marketing and you get no fucking return? Okay, if you're spending money with this company and they ain't getting no return, why are you spending money with them? They don't send you no fucking business. Track where your business comes from. Find out what marketing does work and put your money there.
On every one of my applications, it says, how did you hear about us? Okay, because I want to know that. I want to know where they found us. Was it Craigslist? Was it Facebook? Was it For Rent? Was it apartment.com? You know, whatever it is, I want to know that, you know? Can we move on to the next one now?
I was going to tell somebody something, but maybe I shouldn't.
Uh-oh.
When his first job as a manager, okay, he was 20, out of college, 19, 20. No, you only went to college for a year. You're 18 when you graduated high school. You went and got partied in college for a year, 19, 20 years old.
I was drinking in Florida, so I was at least 21. Legally, I think.
Yeah, like you waited 21 to drink. All right. Anyway, I know for a fact he was doing this. He was trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone when he came out here out of college. He was advertising apartments for rent, and I don't know if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, on Backpage.
The fact that you know what Backpage is, Carla?
I knew it because I looked at your computer.
I don't even remember Backpage, and you do?
Stop.
That's some college stuff right there.
We don't want to go into your personal life, all right?
Who used Backpage?
All right, that's enough said. So listen, if you find a piece of property and it's generating income, cut expenses any way you can, because cutting expenses puts more money in your pocket. Simple. What else we got?
Add amenities. I mean, that's going to add value. That's going to add people to come to the property. You know, a lot of the
multi-units.
Right. Well, even if you have a single unit, you know, if you have a house, you know, maybe add an amenity. Yeah. You know, a pool. That's an amenity for a house.
An amenity.
But listen, a house with a pool, we know sells for more than a house without a pool. Okay? So maybe your value add plan is the only thing that house needed.
Not for a
is
rental.
A pool.
You're gonna put a fucking pool in and get a couple $100 more rent?
Talking about selling a house.
Oh, selling.
Selling.
All right.
Value add. Selling. Okay?
Right.
I bought a house for 200 grand. It only needed a pool. I put a pool in for 50. Now I'm selling it for 300. 50 grand. I made it because it has a pool now. That's what the market justifies. Okay? Add amenities. Pools, laundry rooms, gyms, pet park, CrossFit areas. This is all for apartment complexes. You're not adding a CrossFit area to your fourplex, okay? It's not gonna happen. But if you're doing larger deals, add amenities. Pet parks are great. People love that type of stuff. You know, converting wasted space. That's the #1. For multifamily, a lot of this is because on the house side, it's hard. Unless you find a house that has a ballroom, and it doesn't justify a ballroom because it's a 1920s Victoria house like my dad was doing in California. It had these giant living rooms, giant dining rooms, giant everything. Well, what did he do? He came in and he took that wasted space and he turned it into a bedroom. Okay, because now that 4-bedroom apartment that was a 2-bedroom house, now it's a 4-bedroom house. Double the rent. Now you're renting out 4 bedrooms. Don't.
Weren't the biggest bedrooms, but they were legal bedrooms.
They were 72 square feet.
77.
77? That's what it was?
With a closet included.
Was that with the studs?
A window, right?
Closet, a window, 77 square foot with proper heating or AC. It was a legal, well, there was no AC in California. It was a legal bedroom. Right. And you couldn't go through another room to get to it. So that's one thing you couldn't do.
He had to do hallways. I remember my father putting hallways in weird places because you had to do a hallway because you couldn't go through a bedroom. So this room, we'd take a hallway
if it's a rental, maximize the use of your square footage.
Always, always. Do what you can. to always get the most out
Especially
of
with
the square
houses. Houses always work out. What?
I mean, yeah, tile floor is an amenity. I mean, if you're doing a rental, that's...
Welcome to the Ben Mallah podcast, where Ben Mallah is going to answer your real estate questions. If you'd like to submit your question, go to benmallah.com/podcast, fill up the form, and I will try to give you a call. We also have Fast Pass, so if you'd like to get the call for sure, go to benmallah.com/shop, and you can purchase a Fast Pass, and I will give you a call. So, Ben, what do you want to do tonight?
Thank you, Borat. Hey, so seriously, is anybody tuning into this? Because I'm not going to sit here and talk to my goddamn self, and Aaron could be doing his homework. So I hope people are tuning in for this. All right? Anyway, we're here tonight.
Yep.
Tonight. You know why we're here tonight? We're here tonight because, number one, if you got a problem, call us up, and Rat over there will plug you in, and we'll talk to you. Okay, and see what your problem is or what your story is. I've been busy as hell. And we're having a big show, baby. Saturday night. Be there. We need rooms. All right, I'm going to be real honest because you always get honesty out of me. Okay? Normally when somebody says, I'm going to be honest with you, normally that's bullshit. They're going to lie to you. They're setting you up for the lie, telling you that they're going to be honest. But in my case, it's different. I'm going to be honest with you. December in our area or whatever is typically the worst month of the year for hotel rooms. Why? Why? I don't know. People, you think it would be busy, people visiting relatives and this and that, but basically, I guess a lot of people stay home and they ain't doing shit, so.
I don't know, it's weird. You would think because it's winter,
Anyway,
everybody would come down to Florida.
I need everybody to come hang out with me Saturday night. December the 4th at the 4 Point Sheraton. It's a badass hotel in my league. I mean, all right, it ain't no friggin' Westons or Ritz-Carltons and all that shit, but it's a great hotel. And I'll make sure we have good food that night. And the bar will be open. We're going to hang out. You're going to be there this time and help. Last time you didn't do much help. I didn't see you do nothing the whole damn time. Anyway, and your brother comes late. Give me a break. I'm going to be out there. Or everybody will be out there. We'll bring the car out there. We'll take some pictures. We'll hang out. And I'm going to do something special. If anybody wants to meet with me in person, I'm going to plan on Sunday, the day after, okay, to set up appointments with people. All right? You can book that. Can you handle that, Rafal? Can you and Happy handle that? Book people so I can meet with them the next day? Maybe we'll do like for 15 minutes or something like that and sit down and have a real serious conversation about what the hell they're doing, where they're going, what they want to do, and how the hell they're going to get there. Okay? I'm ready. I love helping people. So anyway, what's the story tonight? We're going to do a podcast.
Yep, we're doing super chats too. So if you got any questions for us,
send in the super chats.
Exactly.
Aaron need a new pair of sneakers.
I do want some sneakers.
You always want sneakers. I don't get it. You got one pair. You wear them all the damn time. Why you got to have more than one pair of sneakers?
You got to look good. You got to switch up your fit.
Switch up your fit. Man.
Hey, sneakers will make your... confidence go high if you got nice sneakers.
Make your what?
Make your confidence go high.
Your confidence will go higher with a new pair of sneakers.
They will. And a new cut.
Right? That's a good commercial for Nike.
Speaking of cuts, we're getting cuts tonight,
Build up
right?
your confidence.
We're getting a haircut tonight, right?
What? Oh, man, I'm going to be up late tonight. You got that crazy Mr. Miyagi coming here to cut our hair. What time?
Yep. Around 8-ish. So, around 8-ish.
I ain't got no hair to cut. Shit. All right, so, you got anybody calling in tonight? Come on, put your calls through. Do something.
I'm going to try to put a caller.
Send in a super chat. Tell us what your story is. Give us something. We'll be begging for you.
Hey, how we doing?
You. Hey, it's Ben. How are you tonight?
Ben, how are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. What's going on?
Hey, my friend. Hey, I just want to say thanks a lot for taking my call, and I appreciate you talking about shoes, man. I mean, shoes are the way to go, buddy. Hey, I got a quick... I got a quick question for you. What do you know about about foreclosures?
Hey, can you lower that a little? What do I know about them? I know.
Yeah, well,
I mean, you're talking about, tracking them. Are you talking about just going looking at what's coming up for sale that date?
No, I'm gonna flip it on you. I'm going the other way. I'm going on. We're in the process of a foreclosure. One of our rental properties.
I don't understand. You're in foreclosure?
One of my properties is one of my rental properties is in a foreclosure
How'd you fuck
status.
that up?
Well, it's because of the goddamn mortgage company. I've been fighting them now for 10 years on this.
Fighting who?
Carrington Mortgage. My wife did a loan modification package, and they kept rejecting it. Took us 4 years. I finally said, hell with it. I hired an attorney. All right? The attorney worked on it for 5 years. I fired his ass, and we're back to square one, and now we got till 3 weeks.
When was the last time you made a payment?
Oh, God, 9 years.
9 fucking years.
I mean, we made money. We made money.
I'm going to be honest with you. You know, it's people like you that fuck it up for all us good people. Okay?
I knew you were going to say that.
Sat on
I
your
knew you were
ass
going to fucking
and
say
cheated
that.
the fucking bank out of their money and fucked up the whole machine. You know, everybody's got to win. Everybody's got to make money. You know, and if you can't pay them for a real reason, then you go get assistance. You try to, you drag that shit out for 9 years, then, you know, you played your card that way. Fuck it. I'm going to fuck you for 9 years, and that's it. You're done.
Well, no,
I don't know what to tell you.
Hold on. But let me tell you something. I'm going to be straight up with you.
How would you like it if you borrowed? How would you like it if you loaned the money to somebody and they said, fuck you, I'm not going to pay you, and you just stuck it for 9 years with your money tied up?
Okay, but I respect what you're saying, but honestly, I've been trying for 9 years to make restitution to them. I'll give you an example real quick here.
What do you mean restitution?
Giving them money. Giving them money what they want. Giving them what they want.
It all started with you not making a payment, right?
Right, because they advised my wife to make a loan modification, okay? Because she was getting screwed, man. She was getting interest only at 7.95%. All right? Interest only. And I looked at them. I didn't even notice it. I looked at it 2 years later. I'm going, what the fuck? You have no interest. You have no freaking principal paid on this thing. All right?
So but the point is this. Why were they willing to give her a lower interest rate?
Well, what it is, it comes down to it. The only way to get a loan modification, we had to fill out this modification package, which she did over 30, 40 times. All right, well, let me speed it up a little bit here. I was going to sell the property here on the 27th of October, okay? And we went to closing. They dispersed the money out. All of a sudden now, the goddamn mortgage company rejected my money after they gave us a freaking payoff.
Then go to court.
Well, yeah, that makes it sound so easy.
Go to court and tell the judge. I don't understand. The title company was ready to pay them. They didn't take the money. What are they, nuts? So they
that's what I'm saying.
They stopped the sale, right?
Yeah, well, no, the problem is they had to stop. So
maybe
on
you
the
weren't giving them enough
22nd,
money. Were you giving them the amount of the payoff?
Yeah.
What about all the back interest they were owed? You giving them that too?
Well, here's what it is. They gave us a payoff, all right? And you know as well, a fucking payoff is good for usually 10 days at least, all right? They gave us a freaking payoff, and then freaking they rejected it once I gave them the freaking money. All right? The next day they sent me a thing for $3,000. The next day they sent me a thing for $2,000. When they keep just adding more and more fees.
I don't understand. Weren't you using a title company?
Yeah, well, this whole story goes on deep. I mean, I know you ain't got time, I ain't got time.
Your story's a winner. It belongs in a court case. You know, that's the best thing you can do.
That's what I'm saying, man.
If you got a leg to stand on, you go to court and try to stand on that leg. That's all I can recommend.
Well, no, I respect what you're saying. Like I said, let me ask a quick question while I got the phone to them. Then you got things to go with.
Started my night off with a fucking foreclosure. You know,
hey, man, we got to start out good.
Ruin my fucking night.
Hey, I tried last week, man, but you guys forgot about me,
help
man.
out there. No, I'm just kidding.
You can help, man.
If you think you got a case, then go to court, you know, and tell the judge. And the judge will say, well, yes and no, and that's it. What else do you want to know?
Okay, one more question for you. My question on December 4th. I'm interested. You just told me how freaking... Okay, I'm really interested.
Because I don't know. If you went 9 years and didn't make a deal with the bank over 9 years, and I don't know.
Hey, that was Carrington, my friend. That was Carrington. That was not me. I would have paid him off 3 months into the deal.
You coming December the 4th. Now, you coming?
Yes, I want to come. But I have a question for you.
I'm not loaning you any money, I'll tell you that.
No, hold on. Let me put it this way. You said, let's be honest about it. You said it in the beginning of your meeting. My question is, why are you guys charging so much for the rooms when you could just charge $100 for you guys and charge no more rate on the rooms?
You know, don't be because the rooms are dying.
I'll pay $200 to come see. I'll pay $300 to come see.
Rent the room then. Rent the room and don't sleep in it. I don't give a damn. I need room revenue. I'm not going to sit on my ass, like somebody like you and me know, meaning you, and fuck around. I got to make some money. I need some goddamn revenue. And if it means me coming there, hanging out with people that I love, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Every single person I've ever met from doing this, whatever I'm doing, has always been a great, nice person. So if it makes great, nice people happy, then I'm willing to help. And if they're going to come and help stay in my hotel and drive up and help me get some revenue, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I don't know about you, but the money that we make that night, I could probably pay the utility bill for the entire month of the hotel. That means a lot in a month that I'm not making no damn money. So, everybody helps everybody. And it's a good thing because we're going to be happy. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk. We're going to work out any problems people got. So, bring your ass down there.
Well, like I said, I will be there. You'll meet me and my wife. I just want to let you know. Welcome to Bel Air because I'm your neighbor. I'm right in your neighborhood. I'm right across the street from you, man.
That makes
you're like, oh, boy, that's bullshit.
For sale in. If you're my neighbor, I'm putting this fucking house up for sale tomorrow.
I can literally look out my back door here and pretty much see your house.
Anyway, find out what this guy's at. Put a camera on him. All right. Well, you have a good night, and I hope to see you December 4th. And you can drink. You can drink and stay at the hotel. So you don't have to drive.
Well, I'm gonna need to help a lot of drinking, man. I want to do a lot of drinking. We're gonna be hanging out. If I'm gonna be up there, I will be like your big characters you'll never forget about once I talk to you that night.
I'm afraid to take a credit card from you. All right. Have a good night. I'll see you tonight.
All right. Stay blessed.
December 4th.
You got December 4th.
Come on. Who else is coming? Who else is coming out there? We need to have a party on December 4th. Hey, it's right before Christmas. We can think about what are you going to do for the new year, okay? I always say to myself, okay, the year's over. Whatever happened, happened. I did the best I could. And now, what am I going to do to make the new year better? What's my plan? Everything, if you do things in a one-year plan, that's a smart way of being successful in real estate, at least, or any business, I guess. Make a goal to set. I'm going to accomplish this in 2022. Okay? 2021 and 2020, you can have them back. I don't like them. I didn't want them. They sucked. They were the worst 2 years of my life. So, what am I going to do now to pick up the pieces and, and make some progress and straighten things out for me and make a better life, and get my shit together. Ultimately, I want to retire. But, COVID stopped that. What else? We got any callers? We got any chats?
Brandon,
I can't hear him.
Thank you for the $1. Michael, thank you for the $20.
All right, Michael.
I am 22 and under contract for 70 units for a student rental property. My plan was to buy, renovate, refinance, and rent, and add to my portfolio.
At 22 years old?
Yep. I was advised against
shit.
this in fear of becoming over-leveraged. What are your thoughts?
You got to have a plan. I mean, 70 units or 70 beds is a big difference, okay?
He put 70 units.
All right, well, could be more than one bed in the unit. I don't know. Anyway, trying to get into something really deep, and at your age, we'd have to have a special talk. You should come to the show, and we got to find out what kind of money you got to do this deal, what kind of loans you're going to be looking at taking, what kind of downside you're going to have where you have to carry all these costs until you start making money. You're going to have to make sure that you can fill that place up. I mean, you got a lot of shit to talk about, all right? But if you can do it, all right, this could be your big break at the 22. That's unbelievable, unheard of. So I need to know what you got to do that kind of deal. Can you do it? All right? Can you afford to be leveraged as high as you can be? I mean, I like to know who's loaning you all the money. All right, so I advise you to seriously, get a hold of Rafal, get me on the phone on the side, and we talk about it. I mean, but there's no way I could just spit out an answer on something like that. I mean, I believe right now in this market, when you can borrow money at 3%, okay, go all the way. That's what I'm doing. All right, it may not, maybe you don't want to. That's up to you. But I'm all about cash flow. All right, and if I'm comfortable right now with the cash flow, then that's the way I play it. If I'm not, up, down, all around, I can't worry about that shit. As long as I know I'm collecting X amount of dollars a month coming in, and I got X amount of dollars a month going out, and I know I'm left with X amount of dollars, X plus X equals X. All right, so that's, the math lesson for today. How you doing in math, by the way?
I'm actually doing good. I have an A. I know that.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, the ones that you better get really good grades in the classes you can handle to make up for the
Well, I
grades you're
do.
going to get in the classes you can't handle.
That's 100%.
So then you
true.
average out at least something decent.
Yeah.
We got anybody else calling
Yes.
us, talking to us?
We
What?
got- we
Who's
got more
out
super
there?
chats.
Anybody out
AW,
there?
Thank you for the 199. He said Cott's Deli.
Cat's Deli. Cat's Deli is in New York, or I don't know if it closed up or what.
What happened?
Cat's Deli, yeah. I think this guy used to send me there when I worked in the Empire State Building. I worked on the 65th floor of the Empire State Building, and every day, was it that office or another office I worked in with him? Same guy, was the vice president. Every day, sent me to Cat's Deli. He wanted a corned beef on rye. How the fuck you can eat a corned beef? I love corned beef, but I can't eat every fucking day. This guy was a nut. He ended up firing me. What else you got?
All right, Amon, thank you for the $3. Harry, thank you also for the $1. Glutton, thank you for the $5. Should I buy a house in Georgia and pay income tax, or spend 50 grand or more for an older and worse house in Florida?
Well, if you have the ability to buy something and have the ability to fix it up, you're investing, in yourself. Okay, that's all I can tell you. I mean, otherwise, what do you want to do? Buy a house, 50 grand, or what was the other option?
He said, should I buy a house in Georgia and pay income tax, or spend 50
Pay
grand?
income tax.
Yeah.
Oh, income tax. I mean, basically, it depends on how much you make a year. I mean, Georgia, I don't know what Georgia income tax is, but if it's, I don't know, it could be anywhere 6-7%. I ain't trying to look it up tonight. But, it depends on, figure out, what are you paying in tax? What are you saving in tax by moving to Florida? Figure out the exact number. You know what you make. Figure out whatever the tax rate is, figure it out, and see if it makes sense, But generally, a guy, making the kind of money I'm making, I don't want to pay the damn tax. So I'd rather live in Florida, but it's up to you. We have a caller. Quiet on the set.
Hello.
Hello, how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, Ben. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Hey, so I've got a 12-unit apartment building. I've signed a purchase agreement. We haven't closed yet. The bank wants to see it seasoned for 6 months at least, and it's a one-year balloon. Seller financing. What do you think I should do for a backup just in case I don't season it that quick? They want a one year for a full cost, or 6 months for the purchase price.
They're willing to give you owner financing for how long? 1 year?
Owner financing for 1 year, and then he also said we can do an extension for 6 months for $5,000 if it comes to that.
So, have you ever borrowed money before for a commercial property?
No, I've done three flips and put renters in there. I got them from Dirt Cheap.
Have you borrowed money
Fix them up.
before?
Yes, with the bank, tons of times.
Okay, so have you talked to them and see if they'll give you a loan?
They won't give me a loan because right now it's currently vacant to be refinished or renovated.
All right, so oh boy, so I mean, if they won't give you a loan because it needs renovation, okay, then I mean, what other options do you have but to do the seller financing?
Nope.
The question is, can you get the place fixed and rented in a year?
No, the place is fixed and rented. It's being finished right now. It'll be ready to rent by the end of this month.
So what's the
And
problem?
so that I want to do the whole owner finance for the first year, but I've got a year to do it. If I don't get it finished within that year, I lose my money, my down payment and everything else. But I want to see if the bank says, "Oh, well, we want it for a year," and the guy says, "Oh, well, year's up," then I need a plan B just in case.
Have you talked to the bank that you currently have used and say, listen, if I come to you in 6 months and this place is all ready and stabilized and good to go, will you loan me the damn money?
Yeah,
I mean,
they said they'll do the purchase price on that, but I
What about
want to
the
get the
fix-up?
whole.
Well,
I
there's no
want to get the
fix-up.
whole enchilada.
I mean, you may have to use the owner's financing at first, and then what? But listen to this. What you can do is you can go to the bank, all right, and get started on it now. Get started on the loan or whatever, and get it to a point, you can get appraised, and then they just, they want you to hold this. The bank said they want you to hold this 6 months before they give you money.
But yeah, for the purchase price, 12 units, 470,000.
But you don't have to hold it 6 months. You could pretty much take this guy out anytime you want, right? Why can't? Why?
Yeah.
You go to the bank with the money?
I can take him out anytime I want, and I want to take him out as soon as possible. But the thing is, the bank won't touch it until it's seasoned for at least 6 months, and then they'll only give you a purchase price.
Purchase, will they? All right. Well, the point is this: line yourself up. That in 6 months you're going to take his ass out. Okay, get with the bank. How long is it going to take you to stabilize? Is the place stabilized, fully rented, and can you get a loan right now? Will it be?
No, right now it's completely empty, but it's being fully renovated, about to be done. End of this month, it'll be able to be rented, all the units.
And who's going to rent it?
And, it'll be.
He's going to deliver it to you vacant.
Yes, sir. Correct.
So you got to rent it, right?
Yep, I've got to rent it, and all my houses here, I've always had them rented in a day or two.
All right, so there's no problem. He's going to give you the place ready to rent, okay, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you're going to buy it. You're going to give him your down payment. He's going to float you the note for a year. You're going to get it rented up, and then you got to sit there and run it perfectly and get it rented up as soon as you can, so you have 6 months of stability to show the bank.
Okay, and then I get my purchase price refinance. But in order, would it be worth it to do the 6 months and then in 6 months later try to refinance again for the actual business, the cost of the actual thing once it's generating income? Because after that point, it's $700. If I did my math right, it's going to be worth a little over $800,000 to refi. So I can almost double my money.
The bank should, okay, after at least by a year, okay. You can ride this guy out for a year, but you better time it right. Where you tell the bank, here, I've been here a year now. And now they should be able to give you the appraised value. They should be able to give you the purchase, the fix-up, whatever the thing appraises out to after a year, they should give you whatever LTV they're going to give you, whether it's 75 or 80 or 70, 80. And, I mean, you need to set it up to where you get the big money one-shot deal. You think it'd be worth it to tell the guy, okay, I'll give you the $5,000 already to give me the year and a half? Or should I just I would definitely look for more than, he's giving you 1 6-month extension. Try to buy 2. At least have 2 6-month extensions just to play it safe. Okay?
Okay.
And then tell the bank now. I'm going to have this place fixed up. You guys need to, as soon as I got it rented, then go to the bank and say, here, I'm fully rented. All right? Start the clock or whatever. I don't know. Maybe to start it before then, and tell them, listen, I got to pay off a loan. I need you guys to work on set me up for a loan, and they can tell you the date they'll close.
Okay, yeah, because right now they're already aware of it. I'm refining my last burr. I'm refinancing that to pay for the down payment on it to give this guy the $100,000.
All right, well, you better just make sure you get that place rented up right away and pay him every month and just ride it out. Hurry up and get it rented and try to refinance it as soon as the bank lets you. I don't know. You might talk to – the banks are so desperate to loan money right now. You might want to talk to another bank that may not make you wait a year because it's really, it's like a purchase you're doing.
Yeah, I'm going to see you next month on the 4th.
All right.
Are you going to have anybody there that will do loans that might be interested in something more lucrative?
I'm gonna make sure I got somebody there, at least in residential, and I'm trying for residential and trying for commercial to have 2 mortgage brokers there that can answer anybody's questions and help them out, actually get them loans. I met a guy today. He's my tenant. I'm going to definitely help my tenant. I got my tenant has a residential mortgage company he works at in Johns Pass. Why they're in Johns Pass, I don't know. A bunch of cool guys. They're out there. They're doing mortgages, and they got surfboards up. And if they want to go outside to the beach, they go out to the beach. They're doing pretty good. So, and we're gonna have some mortgage guys there for you to talk to. What's your name? I look forward to seeing you.
Jacob Issa.
Jacob Issa. I'll be looking for you, Jacob. All right? But thanks for coming. I look forward to it. We're going to have a good time that night.
You bet, Ben. I'll see you on the 4th.
All right. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right. Who else is coming? Come on. Get on the phone. Let's talk. Who wants to come on down and hang out with everybody and get shit together and figure out what you want to do? Make some moves. Okay? It's all about making moves. Every single person can make some kind of move to get ahead. Okay, because the clock's ticking.
Speaking of moves, everybody can make this one move right now. Everybody can like the video or the podcast or the live or whatever you want to call it. And make sure you come out to the show. Everybody's going to be there. Everybody. Me, my brothers, Ben,
your
Mallah, my mom even.
Everybody. We're going to have a party, baby. A party to make money.
And link is in the video description to book the room.
Book the room.
right.
We need the help. Come on. You come down here. You know what you're showing me? You're showing me that you are my buddy. How many times, you're going to come down here and you're going to make a friend, me. Okay? That's what friends do. They help each other out. So if you're really our friend, come on down, book the room. Let's hang out. Okay? I can't thank people enough when they come down here and book a room. I mean, I know it's a lot of trouble. You got to schlep maybe on a plane. We'll pick you up at the airport. We got a shuttle, baby. Okay? Just call a hotel, tell them, come pick me up. And we'll send that brand new bus we bought. I traded a Bentley for that bus. Your mother's Bentley bus. We got a new bus there, pick you up at the airport, take you to your 2-room suite. You can hang out in the lobby. It's not one of those hotels where you come in. In our hotel, you can hang out in the lobby. It's a 100-foot ceiling with trees and waterfalls, and it's a place to hang out. You're not cooped up in your room. Bring your bathing suit. We got an indoor pool, so if it's a little chilly out, you got an indoor pool. We got the gym in case you want to work out. I mean, come on down and hang out. We're going to have a great night, all right? Because you got to have your mind right to make money. And when we do these type of events, that's what we're thinking about. We're all thinking about making money. All right, what do I got to do? And I look at everybody individually. What do you need to do to make the next move? That's what we got to figure out. And then you got to do it. You got any chats?
Yeah. So KC, thank you for the $49.99.
What?
That
could have went towards the room too.
It could have. You're right. All right. She said, have been binge watching your videos over the last week. Fan of your work and your personality. New subscribers for live.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Come
it.
on down, December the 4th. Let's hang out. It's nothing, it's one thing, watching each other on video, and it's all cool. But imagine, when you hang out somewhere live, it's real. It's real, and it's going to be raw, okay? Except I'll try to keep it somewhat toned down. I don't like to offend anyone, except Aaron.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right.
Andrew, thank you for the $7.99. Ben, I believe I can help you with unforeseen problems you may have at your properties.
I think you should come down December the 4th, and you should tell me how to do it, okay? You can tell me what to do, how to do it, so I can get ahead in life, all right? I'll be looking for you.
All right, let's see. Harry, thank you for the $2. How much of your $250 million is net, not property value?
NOYB. You know what that stands for?
What?
None your business. None ya. Go ask none ya. Who? None ya who? None your business. Anyway, all right, come on down and I'll talk to you about it in detail on December the 4th. Meet me in my hotel, book a suite, and we'll tell you everything you want to know. Everything. What else you got?
All right, Joe, thank you for the $5.
But I will tell you this. I believe in life you should keep yourself where to me, success is having enough money, all right, and it being the same amount as the amount of money you owe, okay? Because at any time, if the shit hits the fan and the bank starts acting up, whatever the case may be, you can tell the bank, bye-bye, I got the money to pay you off. I mean, that makes me feel, and that's what scares the banks too. The banks love to loan me money, okay, and they're afraid if they don't give me what I want. You know why? Because they know I don't need them. When you get to a position in life where you don't need the bank, I mean, that's when you made it. And I use it as a bridge. I use my money to bridge loans until I get the loan from the bank. But the point is, I'd keep it half and half. That's when you really can go to sleep at night knowing that shit can't touch you.
Hint, hint, whoever asked that question. All right, Joe said, do you think virtual land in the metaverse will have a bigger market cap than real land? And how long will it take?
Virtual land. We're going to start selling
what is that?
Crypto land, baby. I'm going to create Planet Crypto, and we're going to sell lots off. You can be a crypto virtual land owner, and we all can live in the make-believe world. Yeah! What else you got?
Can somebody explain to me what that is?
I ain't got time to talk to somebody about virtual means not there. It's virtual.
All right, so John, thank you for the $5. Ben, I live in California and pay $2,000 a month on rent. I have $15,000 saved up and I'm tired of being a renter. What
I
should
don't
I
blame
do?
you, because the $2,000 a month gives you a month to stay in somebody else's friggin' place, and you get no benefit from it, But if you're paying $2,000 a month, if you qualified to pay, and people don't realize the same way that you qualify to pay your rent is the same damn way you qualify to have a mortgage. All right, they don't rent people apartments that ain't got no money. You gotta prove, that you can afford the rent, and the ratio I think is almost the same. So if you can pay $2,000 a month in rent, you can pay $2,000 a month in mortgage. So $2,000 a month is gonna buy you ding 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 ding. I don't know, could get you about 350 grand property. Depends on where you're at in California. The problem is that you did not, like I've been tired of telling everybody, on your first deal, go get FHA approved. All right? Find out how much money you can borrow. All right? Go get FHA approved. Do it online. I don't care. Just do it. Find out what you're worth. Then you can go out and buy something for what you're worth. Simple. And it's only 3.5% down, so the 15 grand, holy shit, the 15 grand is enough down payment for about 400,000, right? There you go. You got enough for the down payment. You can afford the monthly payment. What are you waiting for? Go find a broker, go into a bank and apply, go online. I don't care, go to Quicken, I don't care who you go to, and get an FHA loan and find out what you qualify for, and then go find a place that you can live in. Anything else?
Let's see. George, thank you for the $49.99.
All right.
Is it worth it to buy with FHA, even if my monthly payment would be nearly double? I trade lots of stocks, so having as much capital as possible is important to me. And without FHA, I would have to dump 60 grand for the down payment.
All right. Well, I don't know what you qualify for, but, typically you get FHA loan for 3.5% down. All right. Why you got to, I don't know. So your number, something ain't right there. All right. I can see if you had to put 10% down. I don't know. The point is what's the point again?
Is it worth it to buy FHA?
I don't see how it's double. FHA gives you the lowest interest rate. All right. Yes, you're going to pay principal. Yes, you might pay some mortgage insurance, but I don't think it's that much. You got to figure it out. It ain't that much more getting a regular loan. But the reason why you do it is because you don't want to put a lot of money down, and you want a really cheap interest rate. Okay, that's what you get in return for the mortgage insurance, and that's about it. You get a low down payment. So I recommend it for everybody's first-hand deal. They're doing your first deal, and if you live somewhere where you can afford it, you get up to 4 units. Now you talk about making money with FHA and living there. So you can eliminate your rent and your cost of a housing if you get a fourplex, and you can possibly, hopefully, cash flow and appreciate the property as you raise the rents. What?
We're going to get a caller.
We're going to get a caller. We got a caller.
Hello?
Hello, how are you today?
The Ben Mallah podcast.
The Ben
How we doing,
Mallah
guys?
podcast, and you're on it, man. Who the hell are you? That's the question. We want to know.
Who the hell am I? My name is Michael Kalinowski. I actually
Michael
skipped a
Kalinowski.
little while ago. I'm the 22-year-old buying the student housing.
22 years old, and you think you're going to buy a 70, is it a bed or a unit?
70 beds.
70 beds.
So I got about 17
How many
houses.
real units are there?
17 houses.
17 individual houses?
Yeah.
All near each other?
All within an eighth of a mile.
Man. Well,
So-
how are you going to
so
pull
here's-
it off? Tell the world how a 22-year-old is going to pull off 17 freaking houses unless he's got the last name Mallah.
All right. So here's how it started. I just graduated college, actually, in Jacksonville, Florida, not far from you, in March. I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do. I listened to one of your podcasts this entire summer. I've gone back. I looked a couple weeks ago. I've listened to over 100 hours of your guys' stuff.
That'll
I
make
figured
you go
out.
nuts.
Oh, geez. Well, I think I'm an expert now. I figured out pretty quick that I wanted to get into real estate and started looking around. And I just finished up school and I'd rented for 2 years from a landlord. So I said, well, that's the most experience I got. I got to figure out how to do student housing. I came up and started working for a guy doing the crappiest work you can do, managing, moving out his tenants for college students. And I talked him into selling me some of his properties. First problem was I'm 22. my net worth is horrible. And so I went to the bank, and they kind of just laughed. And I, went to the friends and family route, and I found out I had the most unfortunate way you want to come into money, but I guess there was a negligent accident, and there was a settlement 20 years ago, and there was some money sitting in an account for me. So I took that.
You
I went
just
back
found
to the
that
bank.
out? You didn't know it? Nobody told
Oh,
you?
nobody told me. I was going to get it when I was 35, so it was happening regardless. But I went back to the bank with that, and they still didn't take me seriously. So I had a relative come in. They personally guaranteed the loan, and I got a 2.25% rate. So I said, I don't know much, but I know that's really good. So I went back and I told the guy, all right, I want to close, and now we're under contract to close in December.
How much down?
Here's $330,000.
Down?
Yeah.
How much you paying for the house? How much are all those 17 houses costing you?
1.9.
1.9 million, paying a little over 100 grand a house. All right,
Yep.
so each house has how many beds in it? Let me ask you a
Average of
question. You've already managed this stuff, right? You already know this shit, right?
I know it, yeah. I haven't
No,
owned it,
but
but I'm
didn't you
about
work
to.
for this guy?
Yeah.
So you
yeah,
know
that's
all
right.
these properties.
Yeah.
So you're doing the
Well-
same thing I did, except I made the guy my partner, where you're buying him out. You know,
I'm
you learned how
buying
to
him
run
out.
him. You know how to run him already, right?
Yeah, I feel prepared. That's
All
why I
right,
took
so
this
the
on.
only difference in what you're doing is you're going to pay the bills now, and you're going to borrow, you're going to pay the bank, you're going to collect the money. Who collected the money? Who's been collecting the money on the property?
He has.
So,
I haven't closed yet. I closed in
I
December.
know that, but who's been doing it as a management task? Who physically keeps track of the money coming in and collects it and handles all that?
This guy, he collects checks
So what did
every
you
month
do?
from his college tenants.
What did you
I
do?
moved the people out. I moved the people in. I did all the lawn.
So now you just
care, I
got to
did all
collect the money
maintenance.
and pay the bills, right?
So right, see that I'm fine on. Where I'm struggling to convince my father, who's personally guaranteeing it, is that this is a passive income for me. I'm really gonna have to grind 3 to 4 months a year to get people moved in, moved out, and some maintenance calls here and there. I want to grow this thing and I want to get much bigger. But he said, where you get in trouble, where you get screwed, is if you get over leveraged, and which is what I said. I wanted to get into this, and then on the side, I want to buy, rundown, shitty properties in the area.
Listen,
Do the same thing everybody
why don't
else
you
is
do
doing.
this? Why don't you do this? All right, you're 22 years old, okay? You got a big fucking plate to chew right now. All right?
Yeah.
You're going to have to take over those how many beds are empty out of those 77 beds?
None. I'm buying these are leased out for 2 years.
All right, did you sit down? Did you make sure this guy's making good money and you're going to make good money after you pay a mortgage? Did you sit down?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you look
I
at
got
the
an
books? Do you work for the guy?
8.5% cash on cash.
Cash on cash, not the cap. So, all right.
No,
so,
my NOI is about 8.5%.
all right. So 17 houses. I mean, 77 beds. How much is a bed? $500.
$450.
Well, I was close. Must not be in a real high-end part of state.
Oh
but-
no.
All right, so,
No.
I mean, listen, the most important thing is that the numbers work and you pay the goddamn bank every month. That's the most important thing. What you should try to do
Yeah.
is you could try to ask for some interest only if I was you. You already cut the deal with the bank, right?
Right.
Did you get any interest only?
No, I didn't. I was advised against it.
Well, the problem is, your father's a smart guy. He's playing it safe. He doesn't want to see his son get hurt. That's what he's doing. Okay? And it
Yeah.
might be a good way to start. Okay? But the point is, you are 22 years old, and you got the opportunity to prove to him, prove to yourself, and prove to the bank that you can handle this shit. Okay?
Yeah.
And you're going to
Yeah.
run the shit out
Absolutely
of
right.
it, and you're going to make a damn good cash flow every month. Okay? And you're going to prove it. Okay? And that's when you got that under your belt, then everybody's going to say, oh, shit, this guy knows what the fuck he's doing. That's what happened to me. Okay? You got to take the next fucking year, run that fucking place as best you can, and improve it any way you can, and cut expenses any way you can, raise rents any way you can, do whatever you can do, and prove to your father and the bank and yourself that you can handle this shit. Because no 22-year-olds take on tasks like this every day. And if you can prove that shit, then they're going to bank you more. The bank's going to loan you more money, and your father will back you up some more. But, right now, they're giving you a big loan. They're giving you a loan of what, $1.5 million, $1.4 million?
Yeah.
Million four?
Million five at
But they're giving you-
2.25.
Did you fix the rate? Did you fix the
Yeah.
rate?
Well, I got 2.25. That's pretty good. I
Is
think.
it fixed? I'm gonna lose
Oh
my
yeah,
voice.
30-year.
All right, so listen, seriously. You never have to worry about your mortgage going up. You know what? As long as you keep that money coming in every month from all those students, and you know what your bills are already. There's nothing to screw you. There's no way you can get hurt as long as you keep those beds filled. As long as you keep those
no
beds
doubt.
filled, your mortgage is fixed at 2.25. I can't even get that. What the fuck bank gave you that?
Small town bank.
I got to get that small town. You call that bank
Yeah.
up. You tell them I want $100 million right now at 2.25 fixed, and I'll give them the loans. All right? You set it up, and there'll be something in it for you.
Done deal.
All right? Do it.
Done deal.
Hey, can you come down December the 4th?
Yeah, I could do that.
If you did that, hey, but seriously, are you serious that by watching the videos and all that stuff, it actually really helped you get off and put this deal
I'm
together?
not. I swear to God, I'm not making it up. I
Oh,
could show you
that makes me
my
feel
YouTube
really
account.
good. You know that you
No,
did that.
seriously, dude. I'm
What'd you
telling
get a
you, man.
degree
I
in?
had
What was your degree in?
psychology.
Oh, see, it helped too, didn't it? I bet you it helped a lot, didn't it? Because you sure were able to talk people into giving you money, loaning you money to your dad. You got a really great dad that's backing you up, okay? And you definitely got to make him proud now and come through. That's what you got to do.
No doubt.
And I know you
I
can do
told
it.
him
Come down December the 4th. I'd love to meet you and hang out. You can tell your success story. You know, it encourages other people to do it. I mean, you listen, you're going to be a multimillionaire by the time you're 30. Okay, I guarantee it. If you keep, thinking in a set of mind that you have now, and you were smart, you went and learned how to do the shit, then became an owner like I did. So you're doing great. You're doing great, and congratulations.
Yeah. Well, no, seriously, Ben. I predicate a lot of this to you. I mean, you got me motivated. You helped me understand. I mean, like, think about it. If you've got these guys like me or anybody else calling in on these podcasts, you're getting the real down the road questions, and I listen to every single one of them. I wrote down all the answers. And I mean, it's invaluable knowledge. You guys are doing a really good thing.
I really appreciate it. I really do, and I hope you can make it down to Tampa on the 4th. I'd love to meet you. That'd be great. Then we can talk about, because let me tell you something. My son, not that I'm bragging about my sons, my son, he didn't know shit about student housing, and I threw him into some of the toughest, hardest buildings right here at, what's the name of that college in Tampa? USF. Mike ain't working. USF. And we bought some really rough ones, and he managed the shit out of them. And then we sold them, and then eventually we started with like, I don't know, maybe 200 or 300 beds, and then we went all the way up to 580 beds. And it was hard, having that many, but it was good. And it was good money. And, so you and him have, a lot to talk about. He can tell you all kinds of shit.
Absolutely.
If you want to grow in student housing, which you never have to worry. People are always going to go to college. They're always going to need a bed to sleep in. Okay?
That's
so
right.
if you stick with that and make it your specialty, you could go, there's no limit to where you can go in that sector of real estate. Okay, I
No
see
doubt.
projects that go for hundreds of millions of dollars in student housing, and you go all over the country. So you should really come down and talk to Ben Jr. because he dug in deep. He was there every day dealing with that, hundreds and hundreds of students. So I hope you
Me
come
too.
on
It was
down.
like Section 8. So.
Well, it's
All
not
right, yeah.
better. It's a different type of market. Student housings need different type of services. He had a limousine, a big bus. They used to drive him back and forth to school even. Okay, we had it all going on for them. He can tell you all about it. He's an expert in student housing, and Paula was
I
too.
love to
A
talk
lot
to
of
him.
people that work for me. All right, well I appreciate it. I hope to see you on December the 4th.
Yep. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
thank you. Keep it going. Close that deal.
Yep. Absolutely. All right.
All right,
Bye-bye.
and do his quick book. Well, you're in college. I don't need to tell him shit. He already went to college. College is important because, it teaches you a lot of skills, that, can help you in business. All right.
Makes sense.
What else you got? You got anything?
Yeah, all right. Chris, thank you for the $4.49. Tom, thank you for the $5. Ben, lost it. Let's see. Ben, what are some of the best markets to buy real estate across the country right now? Any opinions on the Austin real estate market?
I've never been to Austin, but I heard it's a nice town. But normally, nice towns are expensive. So, that place, you might miss the elevator ride up. But, right now, the only thing I'm looking at, listen, the smartest guy ever in real estate is going to be the guy that can figure out what to do with all these goddamn empty office buildings. I'm going to start putting this shit out so unbelievable on the website. I get office buildings, all right, and they may not be the best area, they're good areas, but maybe the areas aren't booming like they used to, but the point is you can buy them for land value right now. I look at office buildings for land value, the dirt. You get a big, giant, beautiful building for nothing right now in certain parts of the country. Mainly Detroit, Michigan. I see them in Illinois. I see them in Ohio. The point is, the smartest guy in real estate is going to figure out what the hell to do with them. I was thinking maybe make them into a mini mall. You know, malls are gone. Big malls are gone. How about a mini mall? We ain't got to go that far. You go in one place and you got a bunch of stores in it. Like, you know. Or how about we put a bunch of computers in them and we become crypto miners?
Yep.
Fill them up with computers. But then we need a shitload of power to be brought in, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Plus, you got to beef up your AC system to keep the computers cool. But it's not just for crypto. There are what they call data centers, I heard, that require a lot of computers. Are they teaching this stuff in school?
No, they do
I don't
not.
know.
Not in high school.
Well, you know, I don't know, but somebody's going to come up with it. Right now, I'm just looking at necessity retail. I'm looking at stuff that Amazon can't hurt me. I'm looking at stuff that maybe even COVID can't hurt. I mean, you know, you're still not going to go to Amazon and buy a sandwich. If you go to, you know, I'm looking at strong retail tenants and triple net deals because I don't see any other game in play right now. And you can buy them anywhere. If you buy them right, anywhere in the country, there's no management barely, if any. On some of them, none. So, you know, and then, you know, you got to leverage the damn property so you get a better return. If it pays you a 6 cap, you're going to get 15 cap, 15 return on your money.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Jason, thank you for the $9.99. I own a townhome in the Bay Area. February 2022 will be a year of fixing it up, and based on townhomes in the area, looks like it's appreciated 80 grand. Should I sell it or should I wait till February 2022 and save taxes?
All right. He owns how many units in the Bay Area?
He doesn't say. He owns a townhome.
A townhome. Oh, one townhome?
Yes.
You know, if he owns it, and he doesn't say if he lives in it or not, does he?
No.
I mean, if it's income property, and, you know, you should always try to, you know, keep it for a year so you have a long-term, what do they call it? Capital gains.
Capital gains.
All right? Under a year is short-term, over a year is long-term. All right, it's a big difference because short-term is based on your income level, I believe, and long-term is about 20% plus. I think Obama threw another couple of percent in there. He snuck that in, didn't he? I didn't even know about it. Obama snuck in a couple of 2 or 3% on the capital gains. You know? But, you know, I guess, I don't know. Better a little pain than a lot of pain like Biden wants to do. He wants to take the whole 1031 shit away and really screw us. But anyway, what was the question? Oh, yeah. I mean, if you want the 80 grand and you're going to put it to work doing something else or making more money on it, fine. But, you know, my advice to everybody right now is if you don't have to sell, unless you got something to go after and put that money to work, I wouldn't sell. All right? Unless you know what to do with that money where it's going to make you more money and you need it all, I'd refinance. Okay? Because you get almost as much as your money if you sell. And you don't have all the goddamn closing costs and all that shit. You might have a few bucks in appraisal, some bank fees. But, you know, right now I'm refinancing. I put the brakes on. The only thing I'm selling is maybe, you know, a hotel or two right now. I put the brakes on everything else on it, and I'm refinancing everything. I'm going to get as much money as I can, and I'm going to get the cheapest rate I can. So, you know, definitely wait a year to sell, you know. And if you live in it, you got to wait 2 years to be tax-free. Your personal residence will cover you for $250,000 worth of gain, tax-free, if you live in it for 2 years. If you're married, $500,000 you can hire if you can make that much on your house. I did, and I married your mother. The day I married your mother, she was worth $250,000 deduction. And I bought my house for $500,000. I sold it for $1 million in the Bay Area, and I made $500,000 tax-free because I married your mother. Otherwise, I would have had to pay tax on $250,000. That was one of the reasons why I married her. She had a $250,000 tax break the day we were getting married. While we were getting married, when the lady's reading off the do you or don't you or whatever, I was thinking in my head, this girl's worth $250,000 tax deduction as soon as she says I do. And she did, and I do too. Anyway, what else you got?
All right, Lucifer. Thank you for the $20.
Lucifer.
Uncle Ben. All right, Circular Golf. Thank you for the $199. I got a riddle. Not gonna read that riddle. All right, let's see. Emergency. Thank you for the $2.
Keep it clean tonight. Keep it clean.
I buy in Gary, Indiana, and fix and rent it. What do you think?
I'm in Gary, Indiana. Let me tell you, I've never been to Gary, Indiana, but I heard a lot about it and hung out with people from Gary. Gary ain't no joke, okay? Don't mess with nobody from Gary, Indiana. Michael Jackson was from Gary, Indiana. He was the only person you could mess with from Gary, Indiana, who was the Jackson family. Tito, I beat you up. What was it? Michael, Tito. I don't remember anybody else.
I don't know.
All right, so what's the story in Gary, Indiana, even though I'm afraid to go there?
He said he fixes and rents properties. What do you think?
I think you're brilliant because you're probably buying them cheap. And, I told a friend of mine that was from Gary a long time ago. He was telling me, oh, yeah, I can buy a house for $10,000. This is back in the 90s or whatever. I said, well, you need to get your hands on every dime you can. Go buy the hell out of these houses. Fix them up, rent them Section 8, because you'll be doing the same thing I did in Oakland back in the day. And that's what you need to do. Buy them, fix them, rent them, refinance them, and cash flow. And have your cake and eat it too. Every day's your birthday when you can close a refi with cash out and keep the property cash flowing.
All right. Cryptic Slayer, thank you for the $10. Hey, Ben, I currently own a hotel and had bought it for $2.3 million with a revenue of $800K. And it is now doing $1.4 million revenue. How much should I refinance for?
As much as that bank will give you.
I'm presuming
All right,
it is
hotels
worth
are tough
$5
right
million.
now. Huh?
He said he presumes that it's worth $5 million.
Listen, I've done it many times. That's how you accumulate wealth without paying a lot of taxes. All right? It's the way the system was set up, okay? You need to go to a bank, and, hotels are kind of rough right now because, the banks are scared of them because of COVID and all that shit. But if you got the numbers and you can prove the numbers, that's all they care about. It's all numbers to them. If you can prove to them that the hotel's making money, they're going to loan you enough money, to where they feel safe loaning it to you based on the revenue of the hotel. Get as much as you can and get the lowest rate you can. And if I was you, I'd get interest only, too, and tell them, hey, I got to fix some stuff up here. I need a cash flow to fix the place up. So if I was you, I'd get every dime you could. If the place is worth $5 million, I don't know. It depends on you and the hotel and the bank, how much they're going to loan you. Some banks will say, oh, I'm scared of hotels. I'll give you 50 cents on the dollar. Some banks will say, oh, I like them 60, 70, 80. Could be all over the board. You got to find the right lender that likes to run a loan on hotels.
All right. And Versito, thank you for the $4.99. I have 2 multi-unit houses in Massachusetts, with 5 apartments in total. Should I buy a commercial property next or keep buying 2 to 4 family homes?
Buy whatever you can make money at. When I was younger, even today, I don't care as long as it's, worth my time. Buy whatever will make you money. All right, diversify. Don't be afraid to diversify. Diversification makes you strong, okay? And it gives you other opportunities. You got more opportunities now. Look at every single thing that you believe in your mind will make you money and you can handle it. Okay, I don't care if it's another couple of houses. You got 5 units. So what? If you double that to a 10 with the same type of product, who cares? As long as you're growing in life, that's all that matters. And making moves that are going to make you money. Look at everything that you can afford to buy. Whatever you qualify for, that's what you go after.
All right, Lucifer, thank you again for the $20.
Lucifer.
He said, "Let's go, Brandon." Russian. Eskimo, thank you for the $5. Can you explain on how to wholesale
All right,
properties?
I guess I just found out recently. Let's go, Brandon. It has something to do with Biden. That means F. Biden or something like that. I don't know. All right, so I don't know. I had something to do with a sports thing, or it sounded like a crowd was saying, screaming
Oh,
at it.
yeah.
Sports.
Now I remember. Now I
game.
remember that.
And it sounded like the crowd was saying, fuck Bryden, but they said they would go, let's go Brandon, or I don't know.
I think it was the
Anyway,
opposite.
whatever.
I don't know. Whatever.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Russian Eskimo. He said, "Can you explain on how to
Russian Eskimo.
wholesale properties?"
How to wholesale?
Yeah.
I don't know wholesaling. You got to go to a wholesaler. I know how it works. Basically, they go to somebody and they say, hey, you want to sell your house? Here's a contract. I'll buy it. And they'll tie up the house, and then they have an investor in their back pocket that's going to buy it for like $5 or $10 grand, or flip the contract for $5 or $10 grand they make, and whatever they make, I don't know. And that's what they do. They're wholesaling it. They're buying them cheap and they're selling them cheap. And if it works, it works. I mean, I've had a lot of guys approach me with wholesale deals. Some are good, some I didn't like. Some went too quick. You got to have your money ready to go to buy them. But, there's money in finding them. There's money in selling them. There's money in buying them. There's money, money, money. So as long as you know what you're doing and you buy the right deal.
All right, Ryan. Thank you for the $4.99. When will a blue-collar, first-time home buyer actually have a housing market to buy a home in?
Depends where you live. It's all about location, location, location. If you live in a high-end area, it's harder for a blue-collar worker. But go find out what you qualify for. Go get FHA approved. All right? It's backed by the government. The government wants you to buy a house. Okay? Take advantage of the opportunity with the low money down and low interest rate. And then if you can't find one in your immediate area, then spread out a little. It ain't going to cost you that much more in transportation if you got a Tesla. You ain't got to worry about buying gas. That's another story. I think we got a video coming out about me testing the Tesla. I'll link you the video. What else we got?
All right. Young, thank you for the $9.99.
$9.99.
Couldn't find a property in 45 identification period. What
Couldn't,
advice?
he said?
Yeah, couldn't. What advice do you have to find a good deal in that time? Should you pay the IRS if you can't find a good deal, or buy not best deal?
Listen, it's not a question of should. You don't should pay the IRS. You're going to pay the IRS. I mean, they're going to send you a tax bill, and you don't want to go down the road and not paying that. So the point is, you didn't go to consult with Ben, and for a few bucks, you could have got me on the phone, and we could have had some last resort properties picked, and you would have had something identified. I mean, let me ask you this. If the time period, if you have 1 day left, I can still help you. So I don't know. And then, otherwise, that's why I tell everybody, if you know you're going to do a 1031, don't wait till it closes. Start looking way before you sell your property so you have stuff lined up. I look all the time. I look even when I don't have a 1031 in case I get a 1031. And if it's a good deal, I'm going to buy it anyway. All right? If your 45 days are up, you're pretty much screwed. And you didn't, I'm sorry. You could have bought anything just to protect your money. You can always pay the market. You can always buy something that you're not going to make money on, but you're not going to lose. Okay? There's tons of stuff out there. You could have protected and bought something just to protect not paying the tax. That's the whole purpose. And then you could have sold that and then found something and bought more time.
All right, Joe, thank you. Oh, sorry, no. Crypto Slimer, thank you for the $5. Ben, you the man. Crypto Slimer from Brooklyn, New York City loves you. Check out Surf Moon, the next
Surf
number
Moon.
one meme coin.
All right. There's a lot of coins out there. I got to get my own coin. Somebody
should.
tell me there's a Ben
I think
coin,
we- yeah,
but I'm not
you do
connected
have
with
it.
it. If anybody knows about Ben coin, have them contact me, and we're going to do a real Ben coin. And it ain't going to be bullshit. I want to know where the hell that money's at. That money's going to be somewhere where everybody that owns a Ben coin will know where that money's at. Not hidden up in virtual la-la land somewhere. All right, what else you got?
All right, Joe, thank you for the $5. Why don't you like crypto? It's just private banking, a way
Private
for people
banking?
to
Who
exchange
the hell's got the
value
money?
without the government.
Who's got the money? All right? Nobody wants to answer that question to me. Who's got the goddamn
Put the
money?
mic over your face, Ben. Closer to your mic.
All right.
Yeah, there.
Who's got the money? All right? Anyway, when somebody can show me where the fuck the money's at, then I'll be a believer. I know what it is. It's a giant Ponzi scheme where everybody keeps putting money in, money in, money in. It grows. It's a big, worth a lot more money. And you're part of it until everybody wants the money, and then you're screwed. All right, what else?
All right, TJ, thank you for the $5. Ben, wanting to refinance a few of my properties in my rental portfolio. Where can I find fixed loans? They're currently adjustable commercial loans.
Listen, every bank offers adjustable and fixed. There's two ways of borrowing money. It's not either or. You have a choice. All right? The bank, I don't know. I never heard of a bank not giving you a fixed rate. You're going to pay a little more than what the adjustable is, but that's what you got. It doesn't come for free. You're going to pay them a little more than what the adjustable rate is, and then that's it. You're set for the amount of time that you borrowed that money and for the fixed rate loan period. All right? So you need to talk to another bank if they're not offering you a fixed rate, because the fixed rate will save your ass if you're worried about it in the future.
All right, Sickest Products, thank you for the $5. Just got into escrow for a condo in LA. What is the best way to negotiate credit back for certain items that came up during inspection?
All right. Well, I don't know. It depends on how bad they are. You should always find out what is it going to cost to cure the deficiencies in the property. All right? If it needs a new hot water heater, whatever it is, go to the trouble of getting a real estimate. All right, or take a picture, get an estimate, prove your case. It's like you're arguing a case, and that's what Little Ben does. He'll take pictures of stuff, he'll get estimates on stuff, he'll give it to the seller and say, listen, I want to buy the place, I'm paying you your price, but I got to fix this hot water heater, I got to put a new roof on it, the refrigerator's shot. You can always ask and negotiate. All right, but if you don't ask, you shall not receive. All right? You come in and ask for the world. They offer you a little piece of the world. You meet in the middle somewhere. I don't know. But don't be afraid to ask. All I can say is no, or I'll give you a half or whatever. But documenting stuff is really, really when they take you serious. And that's what your agent should be doing for you if you have an agent. They should be documenting it and getting estimates on what it takes to put the place in the condition of what you think you're buying.
Raul, thank you for the $20. Just sold my house and upgrading to bigger and better, baby, and have $65,000 left over, and I don't want to quit my job and don't want to be hands-on, but like the real estate game. Any recommendations?
Yeah, buy a house. Fix it up in your spare time. Don't quit your job, or buy something small. Buy a house, buy a duplex if you have the cash to do it. Buy something small that you can allow enough time to take care of, or a project that fits your lifestyle. Take on something that you feel you can handle and that you see value in. It's simple. You just made money in real estate, so you know how to make money in real estate. Now do it again. Whatever works, do it again. That's all I ever did. If it works, do it again. Who's coming December 4th? You gonna leave me hanging or what?
Hello?
I might even get dressed up. Hey, it's Ben. How are you? I might even wash my car. What's up? How are you?
Hey, Ben, I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. What can we do for you?
All right, cool. Who's there with you? Which son? Is it Junior?
No, just Aaron. Junior's busy. He's tired. He can't help his daddy at night. He can only help his daddy in the day. Aaron's here.
Yep.
Rafal's here. What's up?
What's up, Aaron? I really wanted to talk to Junior. That's my guy. I'll catch him sometime.
December 4th. He'll be there all night, ready to talk to you. Come on down,
Yeah.
Tampa.
I got you. I tried to book. Should I book from the 3rd through the 5th? Does that make sense?
Do it. I mean, we're doing the show the night of the 4th. If you want to be there, I'm going to try to stay on Sunday, too, if people want to book private meetings, to have a serious talk about this situation. So, whatever you want, but we'll be there all afternoon, all night on the 4th, hanging out. We're going to go through a bunch of stuff to help try to educate people. And we're going to be talking to people and having a great time, and you'll talk to Ben then.
That sounds great. Yeah, I'd definitely like to book some private time with you. I was on your website too. I was going to actually ask you,
if an hour and a half makes sense for
That's a long
what I
time.
have.
I mean, basically, you start with I don't like taking advantage of it. You start with 15 minutes, and I'll see what the hell you got going on. And if you're really serious, I'll get a little bit on the phone. I don't care. I'll get anybody I can on the phone to help you. If you call me and book a consult with Ben with Rafal, then I'll tell little Ben, I'll get him on the phone, and you can have two for the price of one. How about that?
It sounds good, Ben. I appreciate it. So here's the thing. A few years ago, I made a pretty smart investment for something I sold just for a little bit of profit, really $80,000. But I'm also able to save $10,000 a month after taxes right now. And I'm trying to decide if it makes sense to buy a house, with under 20% down that I have the numbers for here in front of me, decent cap rates like 7.2%, or should I keep holding cash and waiting for the prices to drop? I can't imagine a bigger than 10% correction happening anytime soon because the economy's
You're talking about an income property?
It's a multifamily. It's a quad in Ohio, northeast,
All right, so
near
4
Cleveland.
units.
It's a decent area.
All right,
yeah.
4 units, right? And all right, how much you got to pay for the 4 units?
It's $250
I got
for the
pad paper here. All right, how much? $250,000, you said?
Yeah, and you can say it's 62.5 a unit.
How much is the rent? Average.
Okay.
A total.
I'll put it to you this way. After all expenses, it's $1,500 a month.
Before you pay your mortgage?
Yes.
All right. So after you pay all the bills, you got $1,500 a month. How much is your mortgage going to be? What kind of loan would you get?
That's what I'm saying. Should I save up for a bigger down payment, or should I go in now?
How much are you going to put down? 20%?
I have cash and I could keep saving because I make about $10,000 a month after taxes with my.
So the point is this: let's just look at it as a regular deal. All right. Let's say you go to the bank and you put down $50,000, right?
Yep.
That's 20% of $250,000. All right.
Yep.
So now you're gonna make me pull out my calculator. God damn it! I ain't
No,
got
it's
no
okay. I have
calculator.
one. I have one.
You got
I have one. I have one.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So we got $250,000 minus the $50,000 is 200,000. Even a first grader could have figured that one out. All right. So you owe the bank $200,000. How much? What's your interest rate going to be?
Sub 4, but I'm aiming for 4.
4% to play it safe.
Just to
$8,000
be
a
on
year
the
in
safe,
interest.
yeah.
All right. Did you figure out what your payment's going to be with your interest? They're probably going to make you pay principal, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much of the $1,500 a month do you have to shell out to the bank? You got $8,000. You got. Interest is going to cost you $700,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I would say pretty comfortably with the down payment that I'd be able to quickly come up with right now, it would be under $1,000.
You're going to give the bank $1,000 a month, but really $300 of it's going to be principal, which is good. You're still making that money.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, you're going to have a cash flow on that fourplex of $500 a month, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You're going to invest $50,000. That $50,000 is now going to be $6,000 a year in. And then you're not going to pay a lot of tax on it because you're going to depreciate the house, the fourplex. You're going to write off the interest on the mortgage. So you're going to get a nice $6,000 a year on a $50,000 investment. Right? So what's that, 12%? 12% on your money. Right? That's not bad. And then hopefully you're going to be able to raise the rents a little. And hopefully in a year, maybe it'll be worth $290,000 or $300,000. Okay, so you're going to be buying down the money you owe to the bank. You get a positive cash flow, 12% return on your money. Okay, I mean, if that's the deal that makes you happy, then that's fine. Can you raise rents? Can you do anything to raise any rents there maybe in the future?
I could do things to keep tenants and reduce the turnover rate plus the COVID thing. I know that the last landlord just got over that, but I got to see his rent rolls, and it's all there as far as I know. And
it's a safe deal. If you want to put $50,000 to work, making 12% return on your money, okay, and you only got $50,000 invested, hopefully you'll get to the point in the future where you can get your 50 grand back, and then you'll have nothing. As rents go up, hopefully the property's worth more, and then you'll be able to refinance and have nothing or very little of your own money tied up in that property. But I mean, if you're,
Absolutely.
you're putting 50 grand to work, and then that's good. Now you got an extra, you got real estate that's giving you an income, and it's also should appreciate even in Ohio, and it's up to you. And then if you did five of them, eventually, then you'll have a few grand a month coming in.
Exactly. And here's what I was thinking: living in one of the units myself, but paying double the rent that my tenants rent. I know it's kind of an opposite thinking. Most people are like, live for free.
How much you paying for rent? How much you paying for rent?
No, if I live there, I'll pay $2,000 in the room that I stay in.
What?
I would occupy one of the units.
How much are you paying now?
Right now, about $1,200.
All right, so if you move into the place, you'll be saving $1,200 a month. I mean, if that's up to you, if you want to live there with the tenants. Have you ever managed real estate before?
Yes.
Oh, because it's a great experience to live with your tenants. I did it for many years. Okay.
Okay, I've never done that.
I've lived with my tenants. Okay. When I was young, I lived with them.
Yeah.
I was the manager, and I knew that's the best experience you'll ever get in real estate is to live with your tenants. I mean, everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
Oh my God! Because once you live with your tenants, you're there all the time. You got your finger on the button. You're getting, you're interacting with people all the time. It could be a problem because you might not want to live with your tenants. I mean, it got to the point where I said, I got to get the hell out of here. Especially when they started shooting, So, I mean, it's up to you either way. I mean, if you move in there, but you're going to lose the rental income from one of the units if you move in there, but you're going to save $1,200. So in reality, how much is the rent on that unit?
Well, no, here's the thing, Ben. This is what I was saying earlier. I don't mind paying the rent because it pays towards principal. And the thing is I could leverage the principal later when I'm considering refinancing for another good deal in the area because it's a pretty beat down area, but it's livable if that makes sense. There you go.
I mean, whatever works for you. Everybody knows what they can handle and what they can't handle. All right, if you feel comfortable with it, and you think it's a great opportunity for you to get on the road to start buying up a bunch of places, then that's fine. Do it.
Awesome.
All right. Good luck to you. I wish you the best. What else you got?
Hey, Ben, when I see you out in Florida sometime,
December the 4th. December the 4th. Tampa.
Listen, I'm so dedicated and so appreciative of what you do for us.
You're not going to come hang out with me. I'm not worth you coming to Tampa to hang out from Ohio.
No.
You're in Ohio?
You said I'm not worth it. Wow, this is big bad. Okay,
I mean, come on, seriously. You're in Ohio, am I right? Are you in Ohio?
I'm in Ohio right before here.
Oh, my God.
Before this, I was living in Washington, D.C. last month.
Come to Florida. You consider a vacation, and you get to hang out with me. I'm not worth getting on a plane for an hour and coming to hang out in my hotel and helping me out. Come on, give me a break. At least you can do.
No. That's what I was saying, Ben. I was exactly saying that. I'll come out to Florida.
You hang out with me. Hang out with Ben Jr. We'll be there all night. You stay in a beautiful hotel. Come on.
Check your records. Check your records. If I can't make it out there this 4th, I will have at least booked a ticket by tonight. That's happening.
Right.
I'm not asking for any refunds. I'm going to do that for you, Ben.
Listen, I just want to hang out with people and want to make money, and I want to book my rooms. Yeah. Okay, come on down and book a room. Just like, we all got to eat. All right, well, good luck to you. I hope you make it down. We'll hang out, have a great time.
All right, thank you, sir. All right.
I'll let you sit in the back of the new Rolls. How about that? I'll have Matt drive everybody around the hotel in the parking lot in the Rolls. I could do that.
And
I'm going to bring the new Rolls out there, baby. The Big Papa. The most expensive, luxurious luxury car on the road in this world. It don't get no better. It's a Phantom EWB. And it was done at the factory extended.
Yep.
And I never sit in the back. And the seats recline in the back, too, by the way. Just like the Maybach. All right, what else we got tonight? Anybody else need some help out there?
Ryan, thank you.
I got to get a haircut. What?
Said Ryan, thank you for the $4.99. Juvie, thank you for the $5. Hi, Ben. Atlantic City Casino is calling your name.
No, it ain't.
That should be your next move.
Yeah, I saw what it did to Trump, though. Thanks.
All right, Raul,
not for
thank
me.
you for the $5. Hi, I moved from New Zealand to States. I have 14 rental properties there, but I want to do real estate in the States. Should I start in Tampa?
You got 14 real estate properties in New Zealand?
Yes.
What does he rent to goats? I don't know. People from New Zealand, I met, are pretty nice people. They're pretty friendly and they're smart. Everybody I know from New Zealand is pretty damn smart. They got that. I can do it. I got a guy here. I'll tell you, Tampa Bay plumbing. He wasn't Tampa Bay plumbing when he met me. He was Tampa Bay slumming. The guy was working for somebody else as a plumber. I said, why don't you get your goddamn own license, start your own company? Shit, the guy started his own company. His son took over the company. He's retired. He's buying up real estate. He's opening up schools, teaching other people how to be plumbers. If you're from New Zealand, you got chutzpah. Anyway, what does he want to do? Come to the States and, look for some property if you can find it. Right now is not the best time, but, it don't hurt to come look, mate.
All right, Christian, thank you for the $4.99. I own a duplex in somewhat rough neighborhood. Should I sell with recent appreciation or rent with cash flow and put up with issues?
How much money will you get from the sale, and how much money can you get from a refi? Okay? And if you can refinance it, how much cash flow you're still going to have. It's a numbers game. I mean, if the properties are a pain in the ass, then, I've had properties that were pain in the asses, and I sold them because they were pain in the asses. I mean, if you feel like you're going to, but the point is, what are you going to do with the money when you sell? You got to have somewhere else to replace the cash flow you're getting from the pain in the ass. You don't want to go from a pain in the ass to no ass. So, you got to make sure you got your shit lined up. You can't just sell it and have nowhere to go, and then you're missing the money to places to pay you. Worse than that, you can take the money and have to pay freaking tax on it.
Yep. All right, Hayden, thank you for the $20. Tell Rafal to close the deal. I texted him an offer for $1,000 for lunch with you. I'm coming down on December 4th. I'm
you don't
flexible.
have to spend $1,000. You can come down December 4th.
He is.
Okay, and hang out all day, all night. I'll be at my own hotel. I love it because I own it. So we can hang out. We can relax. We can have a good time. We don't have to worry about the ownership or the management. We're going to do what we want to do because I own the place. And my friends are coming on December the 4th, and we're going to have a blast. We got that power, baby. So if you want to hang out with us and you really care and you want to help us, everybody that's coming, believe me, I appreciate it. You're coming to help me. I help you. You help me. We all help each other. If everybody did that, it'd be a perfect world.
Yep.
So I just saved you $1,000. Well, minus the room for a couple of $100, big deal. I just saved you $800 plus the airfare, a couple of $100. I just saved you $600 plus a couple of other expenses. I just saved you at least $500. And I eat dinner afterwards probably. We'll hang out in a restaurant. We'll have a bite. We'll drink, whatever you want.
All right.
You got better friends to hang out with on December the 4th? Who better do you have to hang out with on December the 4th than me? Okay, think about it. I got you guys are my best friends.
All right, Hearts, thank you for the $4.99. Trade your... I don't even know what he's saying. Swap GJ. All right, Emergency, thank you for the $2. Thanks, see you at December the 4th. You really do make me happy.
Well, I'm going to make you happy, and happy's going to make you happy. Okay, let me tell you something. If anybody has a question about running a hotel, Happy will be there. And let me tell you something. Happy, you can't get no better person to talk to about running a hotel, more knowledgeable and knows his shit than Happy, okay? So you got access to a guy that's made me millions and millions of dollars in the hotel business and runs the hotels. This guy, he knows the hotel business. You got little Ben that's going to be there. He knows every goddamn thing. I mean, I'll be there and I'll just at least, I'll be there to hang out, but you can have some smart people there. We're going to have some mortgage people there trying to show you how to borrow money and what it takes and figure out what you need to do. I mean, it's going to be a major productive night. We're not coming here just to, hey, let's take a picture. We're coming here to get down to business, baby. Okay? And whatever your business is, that'll be our business that night. That night is devoted to everybody that comes down, rents a room in our hotel, and is going to show us some damn, some loyalty. Be loyal. All right? And we're going to give it right back to you. Everything I could do to make every single person happy that night, I will do as long as it's cool. I ain't doing nothing that ain't cool. All right.
All right, Ryan, thank you for the $4.99. Why do multifamily value add instead of SF fix and rent? Isn't it harder to find big apartments to fix and rent? What are your thoughts on that?
What is he talking about?
Why do you do value add instead of fixing and renting an apartment building?
Value add is fixing and renting the apartment. Value add, anything you can do to add value, whether it's fix it up, whether it's get higher rents, whether it's cut expenses. Value add creates value. Okay? Sometimes it takes some money, sometimes it takes some sweat, sometimes it takes some thought, whatever it takes to add value to any property. I don't care what kind of property it is. If you can figure out a way to add value to property, you're making money.
All right, Josh, thank you for the $4.99. David, thank you for the $9.99. Please say Shmilu Schlesinger Rocks.
Oh, my God.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Where the hell are we? Schlesinger Rocks. Shmilu, Schlesinger, Shimalu. Maybe it's Shamu. Schmil, I can't pronounce it. Schmil Grossinger,
Maybe
you
it's
rock.
Shamil.
Get a name change, then you really rock.
All right, JL, thank you for the 6.
What's your last name,
66.
Rafal? Oh, you don't want to tell nobody? I tell everybody my last name. Oh, God. I don't even want to touch that one.
JL, thank you for the 666. Hey, Ben, love your stuff, man. Where do I look to find good cash flowing commercial deals?
Everywhere they're out there. CREXI. They got a list of all kinds of stuff for sale in the entire country. All right? LoopNet. Brokers that are selling the type of properties you want. Go to their website and look at their listings. It says current properties for sale. Listings available. And search through the big shots. Start with the big shots because they're national. If you look up at Triple Net, type in your Google. Triple Net Commercial Brokers. Believe me, you'll have plenty to choose from. Go to their websites, register with them if you have to, and find out what they got that you can make money on. That's what I do every day.
Okay, Happy Feet, thank you for the $5. Please look into AMC stock. All right, Bryson, thank you for the $4.99. I'm 19 and want to buy a duplex. Is it worth getting an FDA loan, or should I wait to have capital for a conventional loan?
Listen, when you're 19 years old, you take the money any way you can as long as it's not from a guy in a bar. All right? Excuse me. Whatever you can afford, whatever you qualify for, whether it's FHA, I don't know, you got to have work history. They're going to want to see some tax returns. There's a lot of brokers talking about the whole income statement now where you just prove to them, about you got the money coming in the bank. Get qualified, all right? Talk to a broker. Talk to a banker, find out what kind of money you can get your hands on, and then go out and find the best friggin' deal you can to buy it.
All right. Manly, thank you for the $5. What are your thoughts on dual representation CRE deals? Do you scrutinize them more? Can brokers honestly and ethically represent both sides?
Somebody's at the gate. You want to see who's at the gate? Oh, the barber. Hit 9. All right, so, listen, it depends on the situation, okay? I do a lot of deals with one broker involved. You know why? Because he brought me the damn deal, and if he has the listing on it, I'm going to get the deal, all right? He's going to get double commission, all right? So it depends, the point is, if he's double-ending the deal, he's got to represent you both. And I'm sure it normally would, okay? There's no reason why he shouldn't take care of you as much as the seller because he's making double the money, all right? So, but many of my deals only have one broker in them because he brought me the deal. And that's what you got to do, play ball. The other guy that comes in with some other broker, he ain't going to be so eager to work with him when he's only getting half the commission. Let me tell you, you better, I learned, these brokers, you got to take care of the brokers, and some of them will lean towards you. It's human nature. Oh, shit, if I go with this guy, I'll get 20,000 instead of 10,000 commission. That guy's going to, want to take care of you, So a lot of times it helps when the broker double ends it.
All right, Seth, thank you for the $5.
Do your homework.
Make a crypto its purpose can be focused on a faster way to close deals and speed up transactions.
All right. Thank you
All
very
right.
much for that.
Call Chaos. Thank you for the $4.99.
Anybody buy that VPN? VPN by PIA, personal internet access. You know, I'm going to tell you, I'll talk about it another time, but I think it actually helps a lot, you know, because I don't get a lot of bullshit now.
All right. Call Chaos. Thank you for the $4.99. Ben, if I get one of your rooms for the monthly rate, can I load it with some crypto mining rigs?
Listen, you come to my show on December the 4th, and I'll sit down and have a serious talk with you about, you know, taking rooms or buying an office building, or I need to know what the requirements are and what's required to be able to operate it, okay? But I'll sit down and have a serious conversation. I don't care where the hell we do it. We can do it in anywhere. As long as you tell me all we need is the power and the air conditioning, you know, but I don't know what kind of special lines you need, T1, T2, whatever else, fiber optics, I don't know. Come to the show and let's talk about it. You know, it seems like it could be the solution to all these empty office buildings.
All right, Tom Wade, thank you for the $10.
But he wants to come rent a room in my hotel and run the shit up out of my electric bill. That's what he wants to do.
Yep.
Sadi, me not so stupid.
All right, Tom Wade, thank you for the $10. Hi, Ben. Thank you, first of all, for all your lectures. My question is, I live in San Jose, California, and have roots in Oakland. I plan to save $50,000 by 2022. How do I start in real estate in my area when it's so pricey?
Do you know the way to San Jose? He's in Oakland from San Jose, two places I'm pretty familiar with. I don't know Oakland anymore because I heard it's changed a lot. And I haven't been there for, 15 years or so or more, 17 years. So, you know, listen, I heard prices are through the roof, but, you know, the only thing that worked for me in Oakland was I had to go into the roughest places where nobody wanted to really go, fix them up, rent them out to Section 8. I mean, I don't know if those opportunities are still there, but maybe, I don't know, Oakland, Richmond. I mean, it's all really expensive, you know, right now. But, you know, try to find the best deal you can. But before you do that, you better get qualified for the loan, the money. The money comes first. The deal comes second. You can't do the deal without the money. So focus on borrowing money. That's the ticket, all right? But, you know, get a hold of an agent, you know, and try to see what's out there you can afford to make some money on. Go to East Oakland. Go to 98th Avenue, MacArthur Boulevard. That's where I was at.
All right, Bryce, thank you for the $199.
I was everywhere.
Ben, say due to inflation, 420 has gone up by 69. You can say that's a Elon Musk joke.
420 has gone up?
Yeah.
What is that, marijuana? You don't know.
Is
it 420 marijuana?
It's smoke day.
What?
Smoke day. It's supposed to represent 420.
Okay, whatever.
All right, Rick Berg, thank you for the $5.
Inflation is coming, they say. Why is inflation coming? Inflation is coming because you get inflation when things are getting too expensive to buy and people can't afford to buy this shit. Then the shit don't sell, and they're not making enough shit, so they jack the price up in the shit, and it becomes a big mess.
All right, finance, thank you for the $5. Hey, Ben, love the content. Keep up the great work from Australia.
Australia,
Jamie,
mate.
thank you for the $4.99. Found a $90,000.
I'm going to get me a pet kangaroo. How about that?
Found a $90,000 fourplex with 23% COC, but it's out of state. It's about 5 hours away in a rough area.
How many units?
It's a fourplex. Should I do it?
Fourplexes typically aren't a lot of trouble, you know? I mean, if everything's fixed, I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is somebody needs something fixed. You know, you got to have somebody that can go over there and fix something, whether it's unstop a toilet or whatever the hell the case may be. And then if the place gets empty, you're going to have be able to go down there or have somebody go over there, turn the unit, rent the unit. And, I mean, you know, you can manage it. 4 units aren't much. If it's a rough area, I don't, you know, well, the area, it all depends on your tenants. If the tenants are there and they're not that rough and they're not causing no big trouble and they're paying their rent, then there ain't shit to do. You know, something breaks, you got to have a handyman you can send over there to fix something or turn a unit over. I mean, that's, you know, but you could do it. It's definitely doable, you know, but God forbid you got to take your own ass over there. You better be ready to drive 5 hours.
Yep. All right, Joe, thank you for the $5. Ben, what do you mean, where's the money? Banks don't hold 100%.
What?
He's talking about crypto.
Crypto. Soon the whole world's going to be controlled by computers. They're going to control everything. They're going to take over, and they're going to suck all the juice out of the world.
Yep. All right, Harry, thank you for the $4.49. pounds. Ben, who wins in a fight, Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk?
I don't know. It depends if they're fighting with their money. I think one's richer than the other. And these guys, they know what the hell they're doing. They made that kind of money, and they're both pretty tough guys. I know I couldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. These guys are on a big level. Anybody can get there, I guess, if they really have the desire. These guys with the right place, the right time, with the right enthusiasm about what they believed in, and they made it happen. I mean, Bezos started selling encyclopedias online, and his wife helped him. That's why she got a nice chunk of change during that divorce, baby. She's living good now. She ain't taking his shit either. She got money. She got freedom. I guess if she worked with him, she's entitled to it. The other the other guy, he's out in space somewhere. He's way beyond everybody. And, but God, great. Congratulations to him. What? I drove his Tesla. We'll see what that turns out. But I think you got to be a little wacko to really make it to that level. Everybody that was really, really made it up to that level, no matter how they made it, whatever it is, got to be a little cuckoo. I'm not that cuckoo, so I'll never make it.
All right, RBM, thank you for the $4.99. Seth, thank you for the $5. This guy from Ohio is the first likable guy out of Ohio. Y'all remember that Lambo guy on the phone the other day?
Oh, man. I actually met somebody nice from Ohio today. I went over to John's Pass. I had to meet this company that wanted to open up a bar over there. Big company, big name, baby. And it has similar to me. It's called Fat Tuesday, okay? And they came over. They flew into town. They wanted to check it out the scene and see if they could open up one of their bars there. And I met a family from Ohio that was there. The kid wanted to take a picture. Great, I was really nice people. So I'm starting to believe there are some, nice people in Ohio, but I've met some really bad ones. What else?
All right, Blackwater Boxing, thank you for the $5. Hey, Ben, what are your thoughts on Airbnb?
If it works for you, it works for you. We just started doing it over at John's Pass. We got the 2 and 3 bedroom condos that were renting out. Whatever works, do it. If you can handle the bookings and maintaining that, hotel room, basically that's what you're doing, and keeping it clean and fixing it with all the shit it needs and got people in and out. It's like the mini hotel business. If you can handle it, do it. If it makes you money, do it. The banks are starting to maybe come around. They're going to want to see at least a solid year of steady income before they're going to loan your money on them, I think, based on that business. So, if it works, it works. Just don't do it somewhere where you got too much competition and you don't get the damn thing rented. You want to be able to go where there's a demand for your supply.
All right, Ilian, thank you for the $4.99. What do you think of Plant City / Lakeland Markets?
Plant City, what?
Plant City / Lakeland Markets.
It's a great market if you can find a deal. Ben Jr. just turned down some units in Plant City. It was like $100 and something a door, and he just said, for the return we're getting, it's probably not that great. So, we passed on it. But we made money in Plant City. We made a lot of money in Lakeland. It's all about finding the deal. Plant City and Lakeland are suburbs. Really, a lot of people don't want to live in Tampa or, I don't know. What's good about Plant City and Lakeland, especially Lakeland, is, well, number one, Amazon came there. I guess that's a big help. Number two, it's dead center of Orlando and Tampa. So it fits a lot of different people's, need. So Lakeland's booming. Plant City's great. You still got a lot of farmland in Plant City. That's where all the strawberries come from. And but they're great places as long as you can find a good deal. It makes sense.
All right, Sage, thank you for the $9.99. What hotels do you own in Tampa?
We own the Holiday Inn on the corner of West Shore. We own the Ramada, which we're getting ready to sell soon. We own the 4 Points Sheraton, baby, on December the 4th. Be there. It's Cypress Street. We'll pick you up at the airport. We got 3 hotels basically by the airport. Well, my thought was this. Okay, I got 3 different hotels by the airport. I got my A, I got my B, I got my C. That's not really a C. The Ramada does great, makes great money. It's a great hotel. But, you go by brand. All right, the 4 Points Sheraton is under Marriott, and that's my A. All right, it's 2-room suites. It's a big, beautiful hotel. It's near the airport, the freeway, and close to everything. Then you got the Holiday Inn on the mid-level. Great hotel, great location. We just spent like $5 million, $6 million refinishing the whole place. And then you got the Ramada, which is affordable. So I tried to cater to every market there is. Okay, and that was the thing. So, that's what we got. Then we got a hotel in Clearwater Beach Hotel. We got hotel rooms at John's Pass. We got rooms, we got condos. We got a hotel in Fort Lauderdale. And we sold Orlando. Yay! Lost my shirt. All right, not really, but I didn't make the kind of money I wanted to make, so it's depressing. I'm depressed.
All right, Alex, thank you for the $4.99. If you had 100 grand, 150 grand today, how would you start?
I mean, it's not just, it's great that you got 150 grand, but, okay, you need to be able to spread that money out. You don't want to put 150 grand out and buy something for cash. That'll tie up the whole 150 grand. You want to be able to borrow money. You want 20% down on a $100,000 deal will be $20,000. So you might be able to do 6 or 7 deals, or 5 even. If you can only get 25% down, you could do 5 different deals with that money. I always try to spread my money out and use the bank's money. All right, that's what I would do. All right, but you got to find the deals and you got to set yourself up for financing. That's the whole ticket. There's nothing else really to real estate. Everything else is common sense. If it's broke, you fucking fix it. All right, you collect the rent, you pay your bills. It's not rocket science, okay? The whole key to it is having a down payment, finding the deal, and getting the money to buy the deal.
All right, Lehan, thank you for the $10.
Lehan!
Any advice for a Canadian wanting to get into real estate? Prices in Vancouver are insane. Average 2-bed is $865 grand. Also, no 1031 exchange. Appreciate all the
I talk to people a lot from Canada. They don't have the tax breaks we got, but I always advise them, listen, I don't know how far you are, but look for the closest place in America and go there and try to find a deal. Like I tell a lot of people, go to Niagara. It's kind of sad when you go and you fly into to Niagara, because you look at the state side, our side, it looks like shit. All right, I'm sorry. And then you go over across a bridge to Niagara in Canada, and it's beautiful. So if, there's a lot of border places along Canada that, hopefully if it's not too far from Vancouver, I don't know what's close to Vancouver, maybe Michigan. There's a lot of value out there you can find. Find the closest border you have to the U.S. and try to go there and look for a deal. A lot of Canadians buy real estate here. The banks loan to you. They don't care. You go, I got Canadian banks here that loan money.
All right, Alex, thank you for the $25. Does the purchase price of a home or a car impact someone's credit score, or is it based on their debt-to-income ratio?
Any retail credit you have is going to hurt the amount of money you can borrow, because you already tied up that money for payments. So, basically, and your debt to service ratio is all the shit that you are obligated to versus how much you got to spend. You want to keep debt down, unless it's real estate debt that's earning you money. Then it's good credit. All right, but retail credit, credit cards, going out, running up your cards, keeping them maxed out, not having availability of credit, owing your car payments, that's the stuff that hurts you when you want to qualify to borrow money for real estate. You want as little as much as possible down in bills that you have, so you can free up as much as your income to qualify. Now, if you buy an income property and it's generating a lot of money, then luckily the property is going to help you qualify. But, control your retail spending, because that hurts you credit-wise.
All right, Alexander, thank you for the $5. Sage, thank you for the $4.99. Moving down to Florida next year, looking for a job. Maybe I can work for you.
Listen, when I first came to Florida, I worked in the damn dairy farm. The place you drive through and you get cigarettes and ice cream. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, right now we're not hiring. I'm retiring. But, if you come down here, and you're new and you're looking for a job, get a job that's going to pay your bills. All right? Take care of yourself. Pay something that's going to pay your rent, even if it's a job you don't like. And get your real estate license. Because if you got your real estate license, you got to pass a permit to make money. All right? Learn how to sell real estate. Or if you're really serious about real estate, if you get hired, try to get a job in a property management company. I don't know, but find something that's going to pay enough for you to survive, and then start thinking about how can I get into real estate.
All right, RBM, thank you for the $4.99. I need the best banking relationship. Do you have people you'd recommend?
Yeah, I got plenty of people to recommend. Go to consult with Ben and talk to me about it.
All right.
I mean, it depends on the level you're at. You borrow $1 million, you borrow $10 million. I had a guy on the phone the other day wanted to borrow like $20 million. I hooked him up with my connect. I give people my connections. You get my 30 years of connections when you call me up, just so I can help you out. All right? Because once you help people, it's a good thing, okay? Because I help you, and then you help the guy that I referred you to, and then he helps me. Everybody's helping each other. So, get a hold of me, and we'll talk about what your needs are, and I'll do the best I can to recommend somebody.
All right, on
or
track.
tell you how to find the person that you need.
On track. Thank you for the $20. Ben, you are the best thing from On Track. Ben, you are the best. Sorry. This is Rick from On Track.
That's not what my wife says.
I'm going to Clearwater on December the 4th. I want to meet you, man.
Come to Tampa.
Tell Jimmy Hart.
All right? I'll try to get Jimmy Hart there. But don't go to Clearwater because I ain't going to be there. Go to Tampa. All right? The 4 Point Sheraton. Get online. Hit the link. Book your room. You're not booking a room. You're booking a suite. You're getting pretty much a one-bedroom apartment. Okay? Except that it ain't got a big kitchen. It's got a wet bar. It's got a microwave. It's got a refrigerator. It's got a sink. What else you want? You want me to throw a goddamn toaster in? I'll throw a toaster in for you. All right? But, you're going to come down here and get a 2-room suite in a beautiful hotel, and we're going to have a great time.
All right.
Go
Michael.
to Clearwater after. All right? You go stay in a Clearwater hotel. You go to the beach. It's great over there.
Michael, thank you for the $50. One thing I forgot to ask. Have you heard of Re-Alpha? They're a company that is raising $75 million to build a portfolio of Airbnbs.
There's a lot of companies out there that are crowdfunding, do whatever you want to call it. They're raising money. They're going to build stuff. Listen, a lot of them, I guess, perform. I never participated in any of those type of groups. But they do exist, but you got to be careful, all right? Because somebody is controlling that goddamn money that you're giving them. And you want to make sure that their intentions are proper, okay? And you want to make sure that they know what the hell they're doing. You got to do your homework. You can't just give people money and hope that they're going to make you money. It doesn't work that way. All right? A lot more people, I think, get burnt, than make money, but I don't know. You better do your homework. Everything's possible in this world. Everything's possible, okay? But you better verify who they are, what they're doing, what places they're buying. You better dig in deep. You can't just trust other people to make your day. It ain't going to happen. You're taking a lot of risk if you do that. So do your homework.
All right. MQF, thank you for the $4.99. Ben, you're a goat. Crypto, thank you for the $5. I own 12 units, free and clear, and would like to cash out refi to expand. So I need to book a call. I'm a teacher who would have to book after 5 p.m.
Okay.
All right.
We take calls up until midnight. It's the really good hardcore ones. At night, I'm ready to really go at it. No, seriously. You got 12 units and you know what? You don't owe any money on it?
Yep.
That's crazy. What? Give me a call. Get on Console
Robert,
with Ben. Better yet, come to the show December the 4th. We can do both. You can hang out with us. You take off from school. Wait, it's a Saturday night. School's closed. All right? Come on down. Book a call. Do whatever you want. But seriously, you better get your hands on that money now while interest rates are low. All right? Because sitting around with all that money tied up in that 12-plex ain't doing shit for you.
All right, Robert, thank you for the $5. Ricky P, thank you for the $4.99. Have you ever paid liquidated damages when converting one of your hotels to another flag? If so, were you able to negotiate down?
What? Liquidated damages? That's like the worst word you could ever pick out of the dictionary. Liquidated damages. All right, what is he saying? Do I pay liquidated damages? I do what?
When you convert a hotel flag.
Convert it to what?
Another hotel flag.
Listen, when you buy a hotel, you can either keep the flag or, yes, you can pay. If you want to call it liquidated damages, I call it a penalty or it's a way out. You can pay off the franchise to get out of it and go do another franchise. I mean, if that's what you're talking about. I mean, if you want to convert it to apartments, then it's a whole other ball of wax. Now you're talking about the city and permits and zoning and shit like that. But, when you want to change things, sometimes you got to pay. It pays to change. But it could be good money you're investing.
All right, Robert, thank you again
Cost
for the
of doing
$5.
business.
He said, buy some Sheba. Richard,
Chiba.
thank you for the $4.99. I'm about to buy
They
my
used to
first
call
house.
weed when I was a kid Chiba.
I'm about to buy my first house. Would you like to donate 10 grand to help with closing cost?
No.
All
All
right.
our donations are going to non-profit organizations right now, except if you wait. What does he want to buy?
His first house.
If you live in the Tampa area, we're having a contest. If Rafal ever finish it, and show us the FHA approval, okay, I'm happy to help somebody and donate the money, up to like 10 grand. Was it 10 grand we go up to? If somebody in Tampa Bay area in a 50-mile radius is a first-time buyer, they're paying rent, and they want to get into another place, okay, they want to own something and stop paying rent, they got to show me the FHA approval. Contact Rafal, show them the FHA approval, send in a video, and we'll do it. You might be the lucky one that will help.
All right, Michael, thank you for the $20. Another thing, have you ever done any deals in opportunity zones? No cap gains if you hold for 10 years. Also, are you familiar with bonus depreciation?
It's a long-term deal, okay? I'm starting to do long-term stuff, but, everywhere it seems like it's what do they call it again? Opportunity zone?
Yes.
Everywhere's opportunity. That's an opportunity zone. I'll take a deal any zone I can find it in. I don't care. Is there more tax benefits to it? Yes. And if those tax benefits fit your life and your financial situation, then it's a great thing. Take advantage of every tax benefit you can. Okay, that's what they're created for. The government creates these benefits to help you grow. And when you grow, we all grow. So do it, but I haven't really focused a lot on opportunity zones. I know I'm in some. I do a lot of affordable housing, but I have to look and see if I get any additional benefits for being in an opportunity zone in my affordable housing units. I just hired a new accountant. I'll talk to him. Write that down. Put that on the list for the accountant.
All right.
Thank you.
Justin, thank you for the $5. I'm 19 years old, got 80 grand in the bank, and running a business with 2 trucks and employees. Is it stupid to go lease a nice luxury car for $800 a month?
At 19, you don't need a luxury car, okay? The luxury comes later, all right? Right now, when you want to start spending $800 a month on a freaking luxury car, you really should be a millionaire, or at least halfway there, okay? So at 19, it's very hard. I've been there. I've done that. I pissed away money when I was young on Ferraris, when I was in my late 20s or early 30s, and I shouldn't have done it. You got to be disciplined. You got to say no. If you really, what I used to do? Like, if I really wanted to, have a nice car once in a while on a weekend when I wasn't working, I'd rent one. I'd spend the extra. I'd pay double the rent on a regular car, get a luxury car, and I'd rent it. And then, I had it for the day, and that was fine, but you really, really need to not spend a lot of money on possessions and stuff that's just going to make you happy. Plus, that luxury car is going to eventually depreciate and ain't going to be worth shit. So, you really need to focus on putting that $800. That $800 a month can borrow right now. Every 100 grand is only $250 in interest. Shit, you could borrow almost $400,000 and pay $800 a month in interest. It's only it's 350 bucks. Let's see, $250 a month, 3,000 a year, and 100, 250. That's 300,000 roughly. You could borrow or buy a place with that 800 grand mortgage of a $300,000 property and give interest of $800 a month. Of course, you got tax and insurance on top of that, but you get the point, I think.
Okay, Russian Eskimo, thank you again for the $5.
Rush Limbo, he's dead, isn't he?
Russian Eskimo. Thank you again for the $5.
Eskimo.
Opinion
He
on
is
buying
one cold mother.
Opinion on buying manufactured homes in Austin, Texas. It is cheap and brand new for only 80 grand. We'll use FHA and Section 8.
Listen, I love modular homes. I bought them. I built them. I didn't build them. They built the factory. They delivered them. Hey, send me over a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. They'd fucking deliver me a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. As long as you got the foundation all set up and right and the plumbing and electrical, they deliver the house. And they put the house right there and it's done. And I made a fortune off of them in Oakland, modular homes are great if you have the demand and the Section 8 to rent to. And the tenants parents used to beat the hell out of them, and these things were like, listen, I've had modular homes that were built in the 80s, and I just sold them not that long ago. I've had modular homes that were 40 years old. You know, they hold up. The only thing that goes out in modular homes after 30 or 40 years of the floors, maybe you got to change them out. But I like them. They're great rental properties. There are companies and people that do apartment complexes out of them. So, you know, they're a lot cheaper to buy. But right now, I think even they're having problems with materials. But, you know, I love them. They're great for rentals. They're
All right.
affordable housing.
All right.
They're nice.
Bill, thank you for the $2. Vinny, thank you for the $20. Ben, I'm selling a property for $2.6 million and want to invest in more commercial or residential property. What state do you think is good to invest in? Is Florida Florida the best?
I mean, it depends where you live. I mean, if you live close to a place, it's easier to manage it. You know, you can put your hands around it. You can improve it. I mean, you know, it's best to stick close to where you live if you can, you know, because you don't have to worry about traveling nowhere or management help or whatever. But, I mean, it depends on the type of real estate you want. Depends what kind of return you're looking for. You want to go out and buy a Kentucky Fried Chicken and a 6-cap and get about 15% return on your money? You can do that. No management. You can buy it anywhere in the country. You know, go to Alaska and buy one. I hear fried chicken's big in Alaska now. I'm tired of eating all that goddamn fish and seafood. You know, it depends on what your expectations are as a return. But if you're selling that property for that kind of money, I hope you're doing a 1031. I hope you're already looking for a place to replace it with. All right? And you better have a backup plan of something that you know you can buy and not pay the tax. But, you know, give me on consult with Ben if you want to talk about different deals you want to do. You know, but it's up to you what fits your world. Everybody has their own world around them. All right? I don't do things that are out of my world. It has to be within my bubble. Right, Bubblehead?
Yes. All right, Joseph, thank you for the $4.99. Des Canso, thank you for the $10. I have $250,000 and want to start investing in CRE. Where do I start? Do I get licensed, take an online course, or partner with a realtor?
He wants to invest? What does he want to do?
Invest in CRE.
Commercial real estate. That's what CRE means, I guess, you know. I mean, basically, you know, if you want to get in the game and really learn the business, you know, you'll never hurt by having a license because the license opens the door to other people that are already in the business that you're going to be working with. You know, so I recommend if somebody wants to get into real estate, you know, before you start investing your own money, learn the business. See what the market is. Once you got a license, you get to hang out with other people in real estate. You hang your license in a broker's office. They're going to help you. You got the tools you need to learn how to find deals, and you learn the whole damn caboodle. Caboodle. You know what caboodle means?
No.
It means everything. The whole kitchen caboodle.
All right, Ed, thank you for the $5. Do you charter your boat?
No, I don't want nobody sleeping in my bed. Shit, my wife don't even want me sleeping in the goddamn bed. Forget about strangers. Anyway, no. Basically, I'm going to tell everybody, you know, the boat was great, but we're selling it. In fact, we got an offer, and we'll stay tuned for that video. You got a video on that?
We're going to.
No,
all
I'm
right,
selling
Muzzy, thank you for the $5.
Anyway, we're getting another boat. But, no, I don't charter the boat out. But you go to charters.com or Yacht Charters, and there's all kinds of deals out there. Let me tell you the secret about chartering a boat, all right? Look for the older boats that cost less money. They're just as nice. These people that have the older boats have refitted them, they maintain them, and they're just as nice as a new boat. What do you care? You ain't got to fix nothing if it breaks. So if you want to charter, take a look at the older boats and get a better price. And then try to negotiate, too, when you call a broker up.
All right, Muzzy, thank you for the $5. I got one rental property now that is paid off. It's worth about $280K. Can I use this as collateral to get a bank loan to buy a commercial property?
Listen, if the property's worth $280K, you should be able to leverage it up to 80%. You figure that out. 80% of $280,000 is roughly, at least you're about $250, $240. Okay? Leverage the property as much as you can. And then that's your, otherwise, you know, it's not worth any collateral once it's leveraged. If you already got a leverage, it ain't got no equity, it ain't got no collateral worth. But leverage it as much as you can and get your hands on as much money as you can and use that money to go out and find a deal. But right now is the time to leverage and refinance and lock in the low rate.
All right. So homegrown. Thank you for the $10. Ben, do you favor cash flow over capital growth? I have a bunch of residential residentials that have appreciated a bunch in value, but relatively neutral in net cash flow. When do I cash in? Thanks from Australia.
Listen, what I like is called have your cake and eat it too. All right? Refinance and pull most of the money out of them. A lot of times, not only are you pulling your money back out, you're pulling profit out. It's like selling the property, you leave a little piece of equity in the property, you're still cash flowing, you got the money, it's not taxable. I don't know about Australia. Here it ain't taxable. What else do you want? That's having your cake and eat it too. You got the property, you got it cash flowing, you got the money out of it, and you're set to move on and do bigger and better deals. Somebody's at the gate. I think the barber already came. The barber's here? Who was that?
That was not the barber. That was the UPS. Hello?
UPS this late?
Hello?
All right. Anyway, what else we got?
Well, we're wrapping it up.
We're wrapping it up. You got no more callers, right?
Here, we got one more super chat.
One more super chat. We're done,
Joseph,
baby.
thank you again for the $4.99. If a seller is not willing to negotiate on the original price, should I still consider it? It's still a good return, about 17%.
You know, right now is a difficult time. The sellers want top dollar, and they're getting it. All right? But try to find some middle ground. You know, play the game. All right? Will he come down anything? I mean, it's crazy right now. I got property in South Florida I was trying to buy, and they bid the goddamn thing above the sales price. You know, that gets ridiculous. The brokers love that shit. But, you know, if it's a good return and you're happy with the investment, then do the deal. But make sure you've exhausted everything you could to try to get it for a better price. Maybe there's repairs that need to be done. Ask for a credit on something. You know, but keep, you know, and then what happens is you're this far apart. Try to keep getting closer and closer and closer until you're done. All right? There you go. All right, listen, I want to see everybody, not everybody, I can't handle everybody, but I want to see everybody that can make it December the 4th, hang out with me, the whole family, the whole gang, and let's hang a good time. Let's see what we can do to plan your next new year, all right? Bring in the new year before the year even starts. Get ahead of the game, all right? Good night. Thanks for tuning in, and adios, amigos.